What's going on, everyone? So we're back with a new video, and in this video we're going to do an unboxing and installation of this new graphics card. This is the GTX 1070 for the Win Edition from EVGA. 8 gigs VRAM. Everyone's probably seen the GTX 1070 now. I'm a little bit late getting this, but I am using this to replace my 970. So I have SLI 970, so this is going to be a little bit of performance downgrade. However, it's only going to be a performance downgrade for games that do not support SLI, which is a lot of them, and then I don't have to deal with the SLI issues anymore. And the sound, because I have reference cards, you guys will see as soon as I go ahead and install these. So let's go ahead and open this. This is the SKU, was it the 6276 KR? So this one is a little bit higher clock than the 6274 QR. There's two versions, there's two models for the Win Edition. So let's go ahead and open it. Got the X-Acto knife. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. It's something new. So I'm going back to a single card configuration. I love the look of SLI, but the performance is not always all there. So, and now my system is going to be much quieter because this is 0 decibel fans while under idle. So this is the rear, nothing special. Let's go ahead and pull out the card. Cut this, the EVGA tape. Dun dun dun. Such a shiny box. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out this box because it's a box within a box. So I will be selling one of my GTX 970s. So if you're interested and it's still for sale at the time you ask about it, then we could work out a deal. And then there's how it looks, EVGA. This is my first EVGA card. My reference cards are manufactured indirectly from NVIDIA. Yo, that fresh smell of new products. So you get this little envelope thing. It's kind of heavy. What do you got in here? Probably like your utility guides or your software driver updates, graphic card user guide, stickers, quick start guides. Yeah, here's the driver disc and the badge. As everyone says, don't use the disc. Go ahead and go to the website and download the most current drivers. And this is a poster. I'm not going to open it up, but yeah, that's the poster. Let's go ahead and put that back real quick. And then let's go ahead and move this styrofoam. And then here is it. Then it's pretty big. I'm surprised on how beefy this is. So I'm just gonna focus. So let's go ahead and pull it out the static pressure bag. Breaking all kinds of seals. And this is kind of heavy too. Gonna put this on the floor. So, and this is kind of heavy and it's big. It looks pretty nice. At first I did not like these this cooler. I preferred the ones that they had on the 970s, but they grew on me. And then these white portions are all LED, like RGB, so you see 1070 EVGA at the top, EVGA GeForce GTX 1070, and it comes with a backplate, which is dope. Finally a backplate. My 970s came out with a backplate, but not all of them did. And we got two 8-pin adapters. Good, we're gonna need those. So let's go ahead and get into the case and hook this up. All right. Oh, well, before we go, let me show you. It has the same inputs as most of the 970s. It has DVI-D, so dual link DVI, It has 3 display ports and 1 HDMI, which is the middle one, or the kind of middle one, which I still don't understand. So this is HDMI, this is display port, and display port. So yeah. I wanted to do a quick benchmark between these 3 configurations, so I went with Unigine Heaven Benchmark 4.0 since I could get an idea on the performance differences real quick between the 3 configurations. The first configuration is a GTX 970 with SLI disabled in the NVIDIA control panel. The second one is GTX 970s and SLI, and the last one is a GTX 1070. So as you can see in the top right corner, there's a GTX 970 that's running at 34 degrees Celsius, which is the one that's not being utilized at all during this run. Let's check out the scores real quick. Frames per second 47.8, score 1204, minimum frames per second 26.4, max frames per second 100.5, and the CPU model is an Intel i7 7700K, and that's going to be used on all these tests. And mode 1920 by 1080, 8 times anti-aliasing, quality ultra, tessellation extreme. Alright, so this is SLI performance. As you can tell in the top right corner, both cards are running at 80 degrees. Well, one of them is running at 80 degrees Celsius while the other one is running close to 70 degrees Celsius. They're both being utilized in this run. So frames per second we got is 93.8, score is 2363, minimum frames per second 22.8, max frames per second 197.1, and then CPU still 7700K, GPU this time we're running SLI 970, mode the resolution 1920 by 1080, 8 times anti-aliasing at full screen, quality ultra, and again tessellation at extreme. So let's go ahead and check out the 1070 against these two. Okay, now this is the GTX 1070, and I am surprised on how well it performs against the GTX 970s and SLI and Unigine Heaven benchmark. These were all ran at 1080p. So as you can see, frames per second we got 95.8, score 2412, which is actually more than the 970s and SLI. Minimum frames per second 30.7, max frames per second 195.7. Same build, 97 or 7700K, and but this time we're running GTX 1070, as you can tell, and it runs cooler. But then again, my other GTX 970s were reference designs, so of course they're gonna run hotter. We're running at 1920 by 1080 at 8 times anti-aliasing, quality ultra, tessellation again at extreme. So this card performs really well, and I am happy with it. And these are just quick benchmarks in Unigine Heaven benchmark. All right, it's conclusion time. So that was just one benchmark. Let's put that out there. That's one benchmark, and can't just use that one benchmark to determine how well that card is. But that gives you an idea on how that 1070 performs against GTX 970s and SLI. Why did I go with the 1070? Of course, I really wanted a 1080, but 1080 is just too expensive. The 1070 I went with is because I wanted a single card. And when I got the card, I didn't want to go reference design. Even though reference design is so dope, I love reference design. It's like one of my favorite type of coolers. However, they run so hot and loud. I wanted my system to kind of be a little bit quieter, so I went with the EVGA ACX 3.0, and so far it's been pretty damn good. I'm really liking it. And as far as like SLI performance, this 1070 will body any game that doesn't support SLI, because the 1070 versus the 970 with no SLI, like, it's night and day difference. But I am happy with it, and let me know what you guys think about this, and what kind of graphics card are you guys running. If you guys run a high-end graphics card, any graphics card, just what are you guys running. And thank you for watching. I have another PC video coming up sometime in the future, maybe next week, sometime this week, we'll see. And hopefully you guys enjoy it, and thank you for watching. And I'm Legendary 323. Peace.